everybody will start popping on here pretty soon. We all like to run a little bit behind some days. All right, how's the music, everybody? Are we good? Yes? All right, perfect. So we're just gonna start tapping our toes. All right, let's tap it out and in. Start to wake up those hips. And if any of you have arthritis in your hips, this is actually an exercise that you do. All right, heels up, right, and left. Pressing through the ball of the foot and the big toe. So we're waking up our ankles, but we're also waking up the muscles on the bottom of our feet. All right, heels to the front. We're gonna do palms facing in, toy soldiers. 8, 7, 4, 3, tap it to the side. We're gonna reach across the body. Oh, now we got everybody bopping on. 4, 3, toes to the back, straight arm press back. Little forward fold coming from the hips, squeeze the glutes, reach the arms back. 8, 7, 4, 3, inner thighs to the front, press it down. So again, we're working those hips. It's okay if you don't touch your toe. We're just kicking that soccer ball. 4, 3, turning it in. We're going to dig it. So hamstring curl, heel to the hand on the same side. 6, 4, 3, tap it to the side. We're going to reach overhead. Pain-free range of motion. It's okay if your overhead is small. 4, 3, wood chops right in the center. Feet are hip width apart, toes pointing forwards. We're closing the car door. Good. High right, low left. High to low, waking up the abs. I keep my hips, knees, and toes pointing forwards. My upper spine rotates. Good. 2. Switching other side, so we go low to high. This one feels really good if you've been sitting quite a while. 4, 3, 2. All right, quick squats right in the center, down and up. Keeping it pretty shallow. So we take that hip hinge and then we sit just a little bit farther back. 2. All right, slow it down, go a little deeper, take it down, bring it back up. See if you can go an inch or two deeper than you were before. Last one. Good, forward step and reach. Forward and back. So working on that weight shifting. 4, 3, 2. All right, reach across the body. Forward step, little turn. So hips, knees, and toes stay pointing forwards. Body rotates. All right, side step and reach. Side and reach. Add an open and a close of your fingers. We're gonna wake up those hands as well. 4, 3, 2, backward step, opening and closing at the chest, shoulders relaxed. Arms have just a slight bend in the elbows. 4, 3, 2, let's take those arms up overhead. We're gonna reach I, or you can do Y, challenge, straighten out those elbows. It's really easy to just fling the arms back, right? We want to get those shoulders warmed up. All right, let's jog it out right here. Jogging, high knee marching, whatever feels better. 8, 7, 4, 3, jumping jacks out and in. So tapping, stepping, or full jacks. 8, 7, 4, 3, hamstring curls. Option 1, big arms. You can add an open and a close of the fingers again, or you can do a heel kick jog. 4, 3, skaters, side, side, side step, little tap behind. You can add an arm reach, figure 8 arms, skiing arms. 4, 3, 2, march it out. Grab a drink of water. Turn on a fan if you need it. I don't at the moment, but I will here shortly. So we're doing our Tabatas today. It's Tabata Tuesdays. So Tabata Tuesdays. We're doing 20 seconds work, 10-second transition, 2 exercises, 8 rounds total. So we do every exercise 4 times. It's quick, so you just have to do back and forth between the 2. We're going to do a reverse lunge to an overhead press. You can alternate, or I'm doing 2 on the right, 2 on the left. And then we're going to do an isometric lunge with a core rotation. Grab a weight you feel comfortable doing an overhead press with. Remember, it's only 20 seconds, so you can go a little bit harder, heavier on the weights if you would like to. So reverse lunge to overhead press in 3, 2, and 1. Time is on. So option 1, reverse lunge, overhead press. I'm going to do 2 rounds on one leg and 2 rounds on the other. If you would like to alternate right, left for all 4 rounds, you sure can. That's absolutely an option. Next option is you do the reverse lunge and the overhead press. Good, last one at the same time. All right, isometric lunge. So we're in a lunge position or a balance beam stance, and we're just going to rotate over and center, over and center. Now, if you need to be, and you want to work on a little balance, your feet are flat, and you can just stand in a balance beam stance or in a semi-tandem. Yes? Making it a little harder, balance beam. I don't have a weight this time. Yes, you can grab one. Good, shake it out. We're gonna do the same thing. Reverse lunge, overhead press, and then isometric lunge. 2 and 1, good. So reverse lunge, overhead press. If you need to, yes, you can just do a step back for your reverse lunge. So if you've got foot issues, knee, hip issues, you control your range of motion, yes? Make it a little bit harder. Reverse lunge overhead at the same time. Good, last one. All right, we're going to do our isometric lunge to core rotation. The deeper the lunge, the harder this is. The more balance beam, the harder. Good, so we're just gonna rotate side and center, side and center. Goal, lower body stays steady. We wanna make sure that we're not letting the knees or the hips wobble. Hips, knees, and toes are forwards. Upper body does the rotating. That's why we warmed up our spine earlier. 2 and 1. Good, bring it up. We're gonna switch sides. So if you were doing alternating for your lunges, keep doing your alternating. Otherwise, time's on. Here we go. So reverse lunge, overhead press. I'm doing my overhead press. Again, elbow pointing forward. Better position for your shoulders. You can do a front raise if you have to. You can do body weight instead of using weights. Make it a little more core, a little harder. Lunge and overhead at the same time. Good, bring it up. Getting ready for our lunge to core rotation. So if you see my feet, they can be flat. Good, and we rotate. You're still gonna get a little balance work doing this. It just makes it a little harder if you lift that heel or if you drop down into that wonderful lunge position. Don't let that knee push forward. If you are doing a lunge, you're tall. Good, bring it up. One more round. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. So reverse lunge, overhead press, or same time, whatever feels better for you. If you need to do your step back, flat-footed, you're still getting a little balance, little weight shifting. Good, 3, 2, and 1. All right, one more round. Lunge to core rotation. So this format may be a little new to a couple people. Good, time's on. So we now do Tabata Tuesdays. So we do Tabatas on Tuesdays. So it's quick. It's nice though, because class goes by really fast. You're like, oh my gosh, we're already almost done? Yes. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, shake it out. Super quick drink of water. New pair of exercises. We have our side-stepping squats. We're gonna alternate, or you can do side-stepping to one side and then to the other. And then we're going to do some standing oblique crunches. Standing oblique crunches. So side-stepping squats, we just step side and bring it up. 3, 2, 1. Time is on. So it's 20 seconds. Option 1, you sidestep and you alternate. Yes? You can keep it shallow. Option 2, you pick a side and you do one side for the full 20 seconds. You can keep them shallow. They don't have to be super deep squats. Good. All right, nice and tall. Standing oblique crunches. Hands on the shoulders or at the chest. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Keep them squeezed. And we're going to do our obliques. Also getting a little balance. So I want to make sure that we're not just marching fast. Really get a nice good rotation like you're paddling a canoe. Yes, and we're pushing. So if you've ever been canoeing or kayaking, think about moving, how hard you have to press. Last one, to move the canoe in the water. All right, side step squats. You have an option to grab a weight. Good, time is on. So if you want to, reach and bring it up. Think about your side step. Sometimes we sidestep and we shift our weight into one leg or we leave the weight behind. Center, bring it up. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Working on those obliques. So remember, chest is tall and lifted. 2 and 1. Good. So nice, good oblique rotation. So if you've got shoulder issues, this is a good one to do. Nice standing oblique rotations. If you want to keep the arms out to the side, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Goal. Don't let the elbow come in. Last one. Good. All right. Side stepping squats. Good. Time's on. So down and up. So think about your foot position. My right foot likes to turn out to the corner. So I'm making sure that when I sidestep, my toes point in the same direction. So if my right foot is a little out, so is my left. Last one. Good, obliques. 2 and 1. Good, so nice oblique rotation. You don't have to get your knee all the way over to the corner, right? We're kind of trying to meet in the middle, so there's a line right down the center. Trying to get our shoulder and our knee to go towards that same line right in the middle, right in the front of our body. 2 and 1. All right, last round, side-stepping squats. Good, here we go. So check those feet, check that body position. Chest stays lifted. Shallow is fine. We're picking something up. It's not on the floor. Or maybe it is. 2 and 1. All right, last rotation. 3, 2, and 1. Good. So pick what you want to do. This one, depending on your flexibility, I can get my elbow to my opposite thigh. But if your arms are out, they don't have to. We squeeze the shoulder blades together so we make sure it's our torso that rotates and it's not just our arms that move. 2 and 1. Good. Shake it out. Grab a drink. Next combination. Curtsy lunge to kick. Twice on one side, twice on the other. And then we're going to do wood chops. Twice on one side, twice on the other. So I'm doing right leg forward. So curtsy and a kick. 20 seconds. Your time is officially on. So it's just a little step back. Yes, you can do a little toe tap, but I want you to try a kick. Channel your inner ballerina. So it's just a little cross behind and a little kick. Cross and kick. Good, bring it up. All right, wood chops. With or without a weight. So last time we were taping it parallel. Now we're doing like we did in the warm-up. Good, so just a nice, good diagonal. Yes, you can keep your feet hip width apart, right? So nice, good diagonal. Grab the seat belt, buckle it at your hip. Again, this is core rotation. Should feel similar to the oblique crunches we just did. Good, last one. All right, curtsy lunge to kick. I'm doing the same side. You're welcome to switch to the other side. 2 and 1, good. So a nice good curtsy and a kick. You can see the balance work when we power off through that glute and through that leg. Again, it can be a small curtsy and a kick. It doesn't have to be huge. Think about your position, your knee. Good, bring it down, wood chops. So pick your body position, 2 and 1. Good, nice, good diagonal. Hips, knees, and toes are pointing forwards, yes? So yes, we can bring it around, but we wanna look at our feet. So if we're doing this and we're bringing the knees in and our feet are staying flat, we're gonna torque our knee. So grab the seatbelt, buckle it at your hip. Last one. Good. All right, curtsy lunge to kick. Other side. 2 and 1. Good. So again, just a little curtsy. Yes, you can tap it, but I'd like you to try that little kick. So we're pushing through this leg. Doesn't have to be a big cross. Depends on you. Last one. Good, wood chops, other side. Today's a good day. We got a lot of single-sided stuff. Good, so nice, good diagonals, other side. So this will let us know which side may be a little bit weaker. So we usually have a strong side and we have a coordinated side, and they're not always the same side. This also lets you know which side is more flexible. Good, last one. Which one has more range of motion? 3, 2, and 1. Good. So nice, good curtsy and a tap, or a curtsy and a kick. And this is my bad side. This is my side that I get SI joint issues on, so this is the one where I'm kind of having some fun here. 2 and 1. Good, wood chops. So sometimes that's the side you got to work on a little bit more. 3, 2, 1. Good, nice, good chops. This is similar to when we do this half kneeling. So nice, good rotation. You should feel the upper spine moving. You shouldn't feel a lot of pain in your low back because we're squeezing our glutes and protecting it. 2 and 1. Good. All right. So quick drink. Next round. Lateral lunges, side lunges, and rows in a side lunge position. Lateral lunges, you can alternate or do 2 right, 2 left. All right, 3, 2, and 1. So our side lunge is just our side lunge and our step together. If you would like to add a weight, you can hold one weight like you're putting it down and picking it up off of the floor. You can hold it at your chest. That's a good one to work on keeping your core lifted. 2 and 1. Good. Rows. Rows, rows. I'm gonna go into this lateral lunge position. And this is how I'm gonna do my rows. You are welcome to do rows, whatever leg position you like. If you want to keep your feet together, you can. The focus is the row. The lateral lunge is just a little extra. 3, 2, and 1. Good. All right, lateral lunge. I'm doing same side. I'm choosing to add a weight this time. 2 and 1. Good. So nice, good side lunge and together. Something to consider, if you feel like you're bending this leg and using this leg to pull, this one, we push. This one is just locked in place. This one pushes. That's how we get up. Last one. Good. All right. Back to our rows. 2 and 1. And again, I'm just in a little bit of a lateral lunge position. You decide. The focus is the rows. So we're working those legs a little bit. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Bring it up. All right, other side, or if you were alternating, keep alternating. 3, 2, and 1. Good. So a nice, good lateral lunge. And again, remember, this is the leg that's doing the work. This one is just here for stability and balance. This one, we push off, power through this leg. We're sitting back. We can push through that heel. Use those glutes. 2 and 1. All right, grab the weight. Rows. And again, you can do both arms at the same time. It's all good. But if you were doing single-sided like I was, got to go back to single-sided. So this is just a little bit of a different angle, plus getting a little inner thigh stretch and a little isometric leg work right here. 3, 2, and 1. Good. All right, one more round. I grabbed a weight for this round last time, so I'm doing the same thing this time. 2 and 1. Good. So nice, good side step. Bring it up. I like holding it at my chest sometimes because it forces me to engage my core a little and keep my chest lifted. We don't want to bend over when we do our squats and our lunges. Good. Rows, last time. A lot of times when we have knee pain for squats and lunges, a lot of times it's anatomy, but a lot of times it's also technique. So keep an eye on that technique, and it can help make your lunges and squats a little bit less painful. But again, a lot of time, if you have no meniscus, no cartilage in your knee, it's gonna hurt. Good, bring it up, set it down, grab a quick drink. But you can still make it pain-free range of motion. That's our goal. All right, so we are going to do deadlifts. I'm doing both legs. You're welcome to do single leg. We're gonna do tricep kickbacks. So grab a weight you feel comfortable doing deadlifts with. Feet hip width apart, toes pointing forwards. Squeeze the shoulders down and back. 3, 2, and 1. So this is our stiff leg deadlift. So feet hip width apart. This is our close the car door. Close the car door. So our hips are going to go behind our knees. Don't collapse forwards and round your back. Think about you have a broomstick running from your head, last one, all the way through the crease. All the way through the crease in the glutes. All right, tricep kickbacks. I'm focusing single-sided today. Good, kicking it back. You are welcome to do both arms at the same time, especially if you have a lighter weight or you don't have any weight at all. Do both arms at the same time. You're gonna get more reps, which will even out for those of us that are going a little heavier and doing fewer. 2 and 1. Good, so nice, good stiff leg deadlifts. Feet hip width apart, toes forwards, shoulders down and back. Your time is on. So nice, good forward fold. We push the hips back, we close the car door. We keep our chest lifted. You see, I get to about my knees, and that's really about as far as I go, before I feel a nice good stretch in my hamstrings, and that's what we're going for. If you don't feel any stretch at all, last one, bring it up. If you don't feel any stretch at all, it's very possible that you're hunching and just don't realize it. All right, tricep kickbacks, time's on. I'm changing my hand position to change the angle. Pick what feels good. So if this causes problems with your elbows or your shoulder, change your hand position, but keep that chest open and that elbow pointing back behind you. 3, 2, and 1. Good. All right, going back for our deadlifts. Good, shoulders down and back, core is braced, and you can see I have a pretty flat back. A lot of times we think I need to have a flat back, and so we tuck our tail feathers and we round our spine and allow the chest to collapse in. Your spine has natural curves in it. You want them to be there, you just don't want them to get really big or disappear completely. Good, bring it up. Triceps. I am switching sides. Good, 3, 2, 1. Good, nice, good kickback. So even if you're a little upright versus folded forwards, your elbow is going to be pointing back a bit. We just don't want to lift it and try to get it parallel to the floor. 3, 2, and 1. Good, back for our deadlifts. Last round, and then we have one more round that's going to be on the floor. Good, shoulders down and back. So this is where we're cracking a walnut under our armpits, or we're holding the walnut there, or we're holding a towel up. So push the hips back and then bow. This is good for our glutes and our hamstrings. 2 and 1. All right, triceps, last time. Good, nice, good forward fold or standing tall. And again, I changed my hand position for this round. So I'm doing a palms forward tricep kickback. Changes things a little bit. This one can get a little tricky if you've got bigger weights because they kind of get in the way. They're a little blocky. 2 and 1. Good, bring it up. All right, grab a quick drink of water. You have the option to go to the floor. You do not have to. We are going to do either push-ups or chest presses. If you have a band, you put the band behind you and you do a banded chest press. We're also going to do glute bridges. You can do just about anything instead of glute bridges. You can do some more deadlifts. You can do squats. You can do just a straight leg kickback and do 2 rounds. All right, so if you need to stay up, you can stay up. It's perfectly awesome. So glute bridges, we're working the glutes. Push-ups, chest presses, we're working the chest. All right, so decide what you want to do. And I'm actually going back to using weights for my push-ups. It feels better for me. So 20 seconds of push-ups or chest presses. 3, 2, and 1. Your time is on. So decide what you want to do. You choose. It's all good, right? We're working the same muscles. So if you've got shoulder issues or chest issues, chest presses are great. So we're banded chest presses. Floor is not a requirement. 3, 2, and 1. Good. All right. We are going for our glute bridges or our straight-legged kickbacks. 2 and 1. Good. So we have a little pelvic tuck and we're just going to lift and we're going to lower. Now, if you're on the floor and you don't like being on your back, you can do a donkey kick. So you can be on your hands and knees and do a donkey kick kind of like you would if you were upright. The goal is good core posture, but the goal is squeezing those glutes. Good. All right. Back to our push-ups or our chest presses. This round, I'm going to do a chest press. Good. Time's on. So, chest press. I'm doing elbows in, close to the body, neutral grip. I look like I'm doing a row upside down. So I'm getting a little triceps, but I am also getting a little chest and keeping my shoulders happy. You can take the arms out at an angle slightly, last one, but make sure that your elbows are always lower than your shoulders. Good, glute bridges, time's on. So a nice good tuck, glute squeeze, lift and lower. Now when we do our glute bridges, make sure that we're not pressing our low back into the floor and squeezing our butt and then lifting up. Neutral pelvis, squeeze the glute. As the hips lift, the torso comes with. Last one. Good, push-ups or chest presses. I'm flipping back over. Do another round of push-ups. Good, your time is on. So shoulders are down and back in your back pocket. If we let those shoulders creep up, then we start using our shoulders to try to lift our entire body. And we don't want to do that. We want to use our chest, use those big muscles to do the work. Good, back to our bridges. I'm going to demo your donkey kick if you would like. 2, 1, good. So if you don't want to lie on your back, you're welcome to do just a straight leg donkey kick or straight leg glute lift or a donkey kick. This is what you can do standing as well. Our core is tight. We're not allowing our low back to arch. You can put your hand on your butt cheeks and make sure you feel that muscle moving. Good. All right, last round. Last round. So push-ups or chest press. 2 and 1. So core is nice and tight. Head is neutral. Shoulders are down and back. So when we lift our chest, we remember to bring our hips and our legs with us. 2 and 1. Good. Back to our bridges, or I'm doing donkey kick. I got to do my other leg. I'm going to stay even. Good. Time is on. So nice, good lift. So our goal when we're working our glutes is to keep a neutral pelvis position. A lot of times we tend to round our back or we arch it. We don't want to do either. We find that happy medium. Last one. Good. Bring it down, shake it out. Grab a quick drink of water if you'd like. Just remember, don't go from being on the floor on your back to standing without giving your body time to figure out where to send the blood. All right, so we're gonna do a little bit of mobility work, so it's easier to be on the floor for this particular one. Feel free to put something underneath your hands or have a chair nearby to give your wrists a little bit of a break when we do this. But this one is really good for our hips, so we're gonna do a little hip work today. We have a little extra time. All right, so hands and knees. You can have your hands on yoga blocks or have your heel of your hand on a mat that's rolled up if that's going to feel better for you. So we're going to start hands and knees position. We're going to take that knee into the ground and we're going to rotate and take our foot out to the side and bring it back in. So let's do 3 of them. So it's 3, 2, and 1. Good. Now we're going to be nice and tall. We're going to do 3 fire hydrants. Lift the leg out to the side. Keep the hips level. So we have 3, 2, and 1. Good. Nice, good bird dog position. Shoulders down and back. Take that right arm or that arm out. Turn it palm up. Hold a good core position. Lift and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. We're going to do adductor rock back. So take that leg out. We're going to do all one side. Take that leg out. Toe is about in line with our knee. And we're just going to rock back. And we're going to rock forwards. Back and forwards. Last one, back and forwards. Now we're going to take that leg. We're going to rotate it. Try to get our toes towards the ceiling. It's okay if they don't get there. And we're going to rock back. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Return that foot to its forward position. Your opposite hand is going to reach under and thread the needle, and we're going to try to take our hand and reach towards that toe. And it's okay if it doesn't go very far. If you would like, you can also rock back and take your glutes to your heels. It's optional. Good. Come back to hands and knees. This is the one that I absolutely hate. We're going to take that leg and we're going to lift and hold best we can. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Set it down. Bring it in. Shake it out. Good. Now we're going to do hip circles. So that same leg. Bring the knee towards the elbow, circle out and back, and then bring it in 2 more times. So we're just doing a nice, good hip circle. Good, now we're gonna go in reverse. So we take it back, circle out, bring it towards the elbow and in, back, out, elbow and in. Last one, back, out, elbow and in. Now we're gonna do 3 donkey kicks, and that's it. 3, 2, and 1. Good. We're going to sit back. We're going to shake it out. We're going to give those wrists and shoulders and knees and all that happy stuff a break. And then we're going to do the other side. We're going to do the other leg. All right. So back to our hands and knees. And again, adjust your position if you need to. If you got to do knuckles or put a mat under the heel of your hand that's rolled up, sometimes that helps. So shoulders down and back. We're doing this nice, good core posture again, right? All right, we're gonna do that knee rotation. So hip, take it out and in. So we're moving the ball in the socket. Last one. Good, now we're gonna do a nice, good fire hydrants 3 times, side leg lift. 3, 2, hips are level, and 1. Good, nice, good bird dog position. Take that hand out, don't shift. Hand out, palm up, lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, set it down. Take that leg out to the side. Try to have the toe about in line with your knee. Shoulders down and back, neutral spine. We rock back and forwards. 2 more. So we kind of go back into a goofy looking child's pose. And 1. Good. Now we're going to rotate that hip in that socket. Try to get our toes to point towards the ceiling and rock back. And it is perfectly okay if they only lift an inch or 2 off the floor. It's not a problem. Good. Last one. All right. Return to our adductor position. Your opposite hand, you're going to thread that needle. If you want, you can also drop the hips back to the heels, but we want to try to do a little torso rotation. Doesn't have to be a lot. Good. Come back up. Adductor lift. This is the one that always gets me to cramp. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Set it down. Bring it in. Shake it out. All right. Hip circles. Hip circles 2 directions and donkey kicks. So here we go. So we take it to the knee. Circle out and back. And bring it in. Knee out, bring it in. Knee out to donkey. Now we're gonna do donkey out to elbow. So hips are steady. Good. 3 donkey kicks. 3, 2, and 1. Good. And then we're just gonna sit back and we're gonna roll those shoulders, circle those wrists. You can sit, you can stand, whatever feels good for you. Let's take our ears to our shoulders and then go to the other side. Good, back to the right. We're gonna hold it. Now we're also gonna turn and look at our armpits and we're gonna nod our head yes. Good, roll the chin to the chest. Now we're going to look up where the wall and the ceiling meet. Good. Look forward, ear to shoulder, opposite side. Now we're going to turn and look at that armpit. And we're going to nod our head yes. Good. Roll the chin to the chest. Lift the head where the wall and the ceiling meet. Look forwards. We're gonna take those arms, we're gonna basket weave our fingers or take one hand to grab the other. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, pull down like you're reaching for your toes or you're reaching for your heels or the backs of your knees. Make sure we're not arching. Tuck the tail feathers, and again, sitting, standing, kneeling, whatever feels good for you. Good, and then we're gonna do just a little side bend, and again, sitting, standing, kneeling. I kneel just because I'm already down here. Good, switch, but I also have a cushy floor, which really helps. Good, and we're gonna take those hands, shoulders, walk them back. Good, and bring it down. A couple deep breaths in, breathe in and out. Good, last one, in and out. All right, all done. Woohoo!